Hello gentle people, thank you for joining me for another video. And if you've watched any before, one of the things I always mention is the fact that this channel was something very organic, depending on what I felt moved to talk about at any particular point in time. So not one, but the thing that I absolutely have loved ever since I was a little kid, besides art, of course, is reading. Reading is my thing. I started reading when I was like 3 years old, and I've never stopped since then. At any given time on my bedside table, I'm looking at it now, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's just say there are probably about 20 books on there right now, and you know, depending on how I feel, that kind of determines what I'm reading. So I wanted to talk to you about another book today. I've been talking about The Artist's Way a lot. The book today is You Are an Artist, A Practical Approach to Art, and it is by a man called Fred Gettings. This is not the original copy. I'm assuming that this is an old library copy, and it was first published in 1965 in Czechoslovakia, of all places. But Fred Gettings, I believe, was an English gentleman, and he has a lot of other books out. Most of them are out of print right now, and the span of things that he wrote about is wide and varied, but above all, he was an art historian and he wrote a lot about art. So I was reading the preface to this book over the weekend, and it absolutely moved me, and I totally want to share that with you because I think what he had to say was so important. And in light of the things that I've been talking about concerning Julia Cameron and The Artist's Way and art being this very spiritual journey, I read the book, and I mean, it was just like mind blown, because books to me are like a form of time travel. Whoever wrote it gets to talk to us from the past, and we in the future get to read and hear what that person had to say. So I wanted to share what Fred Gettings had to say with you. So here goes. The aim of this book is to show that you are an artist. Art is not concerned merely with great artists, with genius, or with prodigious skills. It is fundamentally the outward form of an inward search. To participate in this search on whatever level and with whatever ability is to be an artist. The equipment of the artist is not found in art shops only, but in his attitude of mind, in his vision, and in his emotions. It is of supreme unimportance whether the artist is possessed of some dazzling vision, like Samuel Palmer in The Valley of Shoreham, or whether he paints almost as a matter of amusement with whatever materials that happen to be at hand, like old Walfred Wallace of St. Ives. The important thing, the thing which links all artists together, is the search. Works of art, sometimes good and sometimes bad, are the outward evidence of this search. But the work of art is really of secondary importance. It is merely the crystallization of an idea or emotion, and the correct understanding of art must take this fact into account. The true importance of art lies in its alchemical nature, in its strange power to refine the sensibilities, to heighten visual awareness. This evolution of the spirit is the true aim of art, and anyone who embarks on this spiritual odyssey bears the name of artist. The practice of art is not directed towards producing artists who can paint or sculpt with real ability, nor towards producing more works to fill our homes and galleries. It is directed towards producing human beings with a sense of wonder at life and that precious ability to inquire into its outward manifestations. So, you're an artist that's what Fred Gettings said all the way back in 1965. And just to highlight some of my observations about what he said here is that this search, this inner search, this creativity, this art of living a creative life is about what happens in your mind. It's about what happens in your heart, emotions wise, and it's about what you're seeing, what you're really observing. And it's the outward form of an inner search. So whatever it is that you produce as an artist, you had to go through something inside to make that thing tangible in the world. And it's fine and it's great and it's brilliant if you have it to put up on a wall or if you have it to sell it or whatever the situation is. But the important thing is that you created the space, you use your imagination, you made real something that did not exist before, and that is a process of going inward. Another thing that struck me is that it doesn't matter what your skill level is. It doesn't matter if you think you're producing good work or if you think you're producing bad work. The point is, if you're on this spiritual evolution, this journey, that automatically in and of itself is being an artist, and we all have the ability and the capacity to do that. So art is alchemy, and the whole purpose of it is to change you. The whole purpose of art is the evolution of the spirit, and when those things are made tangible, the outward manifestation of what you've created, it is beautiful, it is brilliant, and it came through you. So the purpose of art, he says, is not to produce more work to fill up galleries and to put into people's houses. And, you know, I think at some point in time, if that's all that you're doing, it's almost like you're the human version of Made in China. So don't lose sight of why it is that you create. The purpose is the evolution of you to create human beings who have this sense of wonder about the world, who are very much aware of the mystery that everything is. So again, the book is You Are an Artist by Fred Gettings, 1965, and I will definitely be sharing some more with you from Mr. Gettings, some good stuff in here. So again, thank you for your time, thank you for your energy, thank you for being present with me. I appreciate it, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Peace.